no stranger in here today. All of you know them. You know the work they have done here. Today, we want to say thank you for the work that they have done. And that's the reason for this service. If you look back here, you don't see the stand up. You see, Pastor, we appreciate you. Pastor, we appreciate you. Today, we want to acknowledge and celebrate the effort of your leadership in Agape for the number of years that you have been here. This is your time. You can hear your Come on.
Well, it started a few years back. I think about 4, actually. And, Jen and I, after I was a school teacher for some 30 years, and when I retired, I was known there as a fisherman. And so when I retired, people gave me lures to catch fish with and nets to hopefully catch fish with and some other things. And after about a year of that, of sitting around the house and things, that there's got to be more to this retirement than that. And so I started looking on the International Mission Board website. And I came across this thing called the Fisher of Men. And that took Jen and I to Africa. And so we spent 3 exceptional years. And I just say that we went there to try to teach people things, but came back with so much more learning than we could ever possibly have given out. And probably the greatest thanks that we have from those people is the friendships that we created. And then the biggest thing is that, some of the people we ministered to are still ministering. Some of the college kids that I got to work with are out evangelizing their country. And that's the best thank you that anybody could ever say to you. That was the same thing when I was a teacher. When they used the skills that I taught them, when I saw them go off to whatever school it was they did, or whatever they did in life vocationally, if they used the things that I taught them, that was a thank you. And so, for here, we have got the opportunity to serve in a lot of different places. I've gone with the pastor to funerals and to wake keepings and all of those different kind of things, visiting people. It's been such a joy. God has given us just opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to serve. And I thank God that I grew up in a family that I did where my family was willing to serve. And so I guess they passed that on to me. Unfortunately, God led me to my wife, who also has that servant spirit also. And so it's just been a blessing. And I won't say anything more than that because you all know I can talk for hours.
So I'd also like to say, I know this is really to say we appreciate you and we thank you, but I actually want to thank you too, because this church, more than anyone else, has been there when we've had needs. I know when Lynn was having his heart ablation several times, you came to our home and you prayed over him, and we really feel like, even now, that it was that praying over him, that God healed him then, and then the surgeon did his part the next day. But it was really before that. It's because our church came together. And we've seen that over and over when there's needs, that our church comes together and we pray. And you do that with people. And so we're so thankful to you. And I have always loved every one of the get-togethers that we have, because especially like at Mother's Day and Father's Day and all of those, because we learn so much more about your culture, when you're talking about your mamas and your dads and your families, you know, there's differences in our cultures, but I learned so much from you, and I'm just so thankful. So that's really what I want to say is how much we appreciate you as a church and individuals. We love you, and, you know, we're not here now, but we will come visit from time to time, and we just want to say thank you to you.
You might notice that I have a hard time clapping. God just didn't give me that rhythm, that gift.
Well, he did his other gift.
Yeah.
All right, you